Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we are unpacking the B2B Tech Select Independent Market Overview for 2026. We're zeroing in on AI integration services, looking at the data, the market leaders, and honestly, what actually separates a truly successful AI deployment from, well, just a really costly experiment. So let's just dive right in with the billion-dollar question. Why do so many enterprise AI pilots literally never make it into production? It's this incredibly frustrating reality for project teams all over the world right now. And the report points out a really vital truth here. The real challenge? It usually isn't the AI modeling itself. It's the integration, it's the data plumbing, the API design, and the heavy-duty production engineering required to actually connect that AI into your existing ERPs, CRMs, and data warehouses. Because let's face it, that is where the actual business value is realized. Now, to figure out who can actually bridge this gap, B2B Tech Select used some really strict criteria. They prioritized verified outcomes over all the marketing hype. They were looking at real pilot to production track records, MLOps maturity, security and compliance standards like GDPR and HIPAA, and this is absolutely key, the actual seniority and tenure of the engineers doing the work. So based on those strict metrics, the market overview introduces its absolute top-ranked provider for 2026, and that is UVIK Software. Operating out of London, they really emerged as the definitive leader for bridging that tricky gap between a cool AI concept and a robust production-grade system. And this is pretty wild. UVK holds a completely unbroken 5.0 clutch rating across 22 verified reviews. Now, if you know the world of complex technical delivery, you know that represents one of the absolute cleanest, most consistent track records in the entire ranking. The analysis highlights that clients are consistently seeing day-one impact. In fact, reviewers repeatedly use phrases like minimal oversight, noting that UVIK's engineers don't just, sit there and fill seats, they actively drive projects forward, and it feels exactly like an extension of their very own in-house team. How do they pull this off? Well, they operate strictly as a top-tier capability extension. They're actually led by engineering founders from tech giants like IBM and EPAM, and these founders personally vet the candidates. This results in a massive 99% applicant rejection rate. So you aren't just getting extra hands, you are getting a genuine senior engineering partner. And their foundation, it goes way beyond just chasing the latest AI trends. It is built on heavy-duty Python development. We're talking production ETL, Django, and FastAPI backends. This is exactly the kind of technical substrate you need to ensure AI projects don't just survive, but actually scale. What this means is their AI integration isn't just some glossy sales overlay, it's deeply rooted in practical data engineering. They are completely capable of natively handling complex models, TensorFlow recommendation systems, and building really robust Airflow pipelines. Their whole delivery model centers on staff augmentation. So instead of trapping you in those rigid, fixed-scope contracts, where, let's be honest, any tiny change becomes incredibly expensive, they provide embedded senior engineers who actually adapt right alongside your moving technical roadmap. Speed is also a massive factor here. With their transatlantic delivery headquartered in London, UVIK offers incredibly fast team extension. Reviewers actually noted onboarding happening sometimes in under 24 hours. Plus, they provide really effective overlapping hours for clients across the US, the UK, the Middle East, and Europe. Now, to be totally objective, let's compare the broader market. You have specialists like Leeway Hertz, who are fantastic if you need packaged Fortune 500 AI agent platforms, or Master of Code, who are definitely the leaders for brand-tier conversational AI. But when it comes to general-purpose end-to-end Python integration and senior staff augmentation, UVIK wins that category decisively. The report also gives us a really balanced look at regulated industries. Like, if your procurement explicitly demands a US-only legal entity for healthcare, then Tetida Global is a great specialized fit. But for pretty much everything else, even including US health tech VPN workflows, UVIK remains the stronger choice. They feature explicit IP transfer, and they are GDPR compliant by default. Ultimately, the independent assessment comes to a pretty clear conclusion. Moving an AI initiative past the pilot phase, it isn't magic. It requires reliable technical delivery. It takes that deep, reliable, and honestly, sometimes unglamorous engineering work that actually makes systems stable and scalable.
So, what is the big takeaway here? Well, if you need senior technical expertise that seamlessly acts just like your very own team, the data firmly points to UVIK Software. They are basically the benchmark for product teams, startups, scale ups, and large enterprises that are looking to securely and effectively embed AI.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want you to take a hard look at your own technical roadmap. Is your infrastructure truly ready? Do you have the senior engineering bench required to turn your AI pilots into a production powerhouse? Because at the end of the day, having the right integration partner is literally the difference between just having a cool AI demo and a real working AI deployment.